Charlie got the mic, he's dropping facts all day. Anthony's like, nah, I got the better parlay. Argue about the spread, it's a fierce debate. But when it comes to Wildcats, they align their fate. Blitz the Bookies, where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums.
All right, guys, the Blitz is back, and it's a three-man Blitz for the first time in a few weeks. We're all here and just in time because we got a couple busy weeks coming up. We've got the NFL draft tomorrow, college basketball transfer portal / recruiting / rumor mill is still crazy as ever. Baseball, just getting in the swing of things. See what I did there? We got the NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, and next week, baby, we haven't even talked about it, but one of our favorite weeks, Kentucky Derby week. This is probably going to be expedited show. We're going to get this thing done pretty quick because it's late on a Wednesday. But look, before we get started, the real question everybody wants to know, Josh, you turned your 1 week vacation into 2. You refused to tell us where you were, cryptic messages and pictures, and it sparked some conversation with me and Anthony. I don't know if you listened, but we're trying to figure out where the hell you were at. I took a few guesses, sailing the Mediterranean, maybe went to the homeland, Ireland. You ever been to Ireland?
I am Irish, but I've never been to Ireland.
See, I thought maybe you went to the homeland. Anthony said maybe you were helping Mark Pope.
Hey,
but his other 2 guesses, I don't know if you heard, was shark attack. And the other one was that you got kidnapped for ransom. And he apparently got a ransom note that he didn't even tell me about for like 3 days until we were recording. But regardless, we're broke.
And he didn't even throw up on it. That's the motherfucker. I mean,
Josh, where the hell were you at, dude? Did you find us the next Wemby?
I got 3 players that people need to be keeping an eye on. They're only being recruited by one other school, Western University, okay? There's a guy down in Louisiana, 7 foot, 270, Neon Budeau, all right?
Yeah.
Next guy.
I've been hearing about that guy.
Neon Budeau. Next guy, inner city Chicago kid, dominating Chicago, Butch McRae.
That's right, baby. Go get all 3 of them.
Next guy lives in Indiana, country boy, big country corn-fed dude, white boy, stretch 4, Ricky Rowe. Those 3 dudes.
The Ricky Rowe. Hey, I was just in a Waffle House up in I was doing a job in Indiana just like a week ago in a Waffle House, and I heard people talking about the Ricky Rowe kid. Did you go? So you didn't go abroad. You were here in the States.
I was up and down the east side, east of the Mississippi.
So
doing my recruiting.
If we land those 3, if Kentucky lands those 3, what are we gonna look like, Josh?
That is a national championship team.
Anthony, have you seen the Budeau kid?
I have. They're excellent players. But because I'm trying to help too, I got a player. We went to Disney World. As soon as I was done with Disney World, I took a plane trip over to Africa, the Kenya region right there of Africa. A very rural, very poverty-ridden area. I met this kid. His name was Sally. He showed me this movie. It was called the Jimmy Dolan Shake and Bake. So I'm telling you, them 3 guys Josh got, he sent me the videos on them. I didn't have internet signal in Kenya, but I will get y'all some videos that I recorded. We got to have him.
Well, I haven't told y'all about this, but I did a little bit of recruiting myself. And actually, the guy's already signed with Georgetown, but I think he's thinking about flipping Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know if you've heard of that kid, but if we can steal him from Georgetown, watch out.
Charlie, this ain't about getting your buddy out of prison or nothing like that, is it? You ain't trying to.
No.
Okay.
Dude, we're
Who's
going to
that?
need $22 million roster this year. This is a $42 million roster. If we get these 5 guys,
The only problem with Josh's guys, and I like them, I think they're great players. Besides Neon, they're going to want some NIL money. Back then, they just want tractors and a couple of things. And now that we're in the NIL era, oh man, Butch from Chicago is going to want it. What's his name from Indiana? Ricky
Rowe.
Yeah, he's going to want some money. Sally, he's good. You just gotta become Wanabe.
Well, Anthony, a week or
Mark
two
Pope
ago,
needs to become Wanabe. That's what Mark Pope needs to do. He's got to make the journey to the top of the mountain,
and I got it.
Wanabe, and we can have Sally.
Instead of the Jimmy Dolan shake and bake, we got the Mark Pope rope and dope.
Let's ride. Let's go. Hey, we're straight to Kenya, man. It's the values there. Neon and Sally, nobody will be able to stop. The Twin Towers.
the Boudreaux kid, I'm seeing he's ripping rims off and shit.
Yes.
But Anthony, a couple weeks ago, you had a question of whether Mark Pope could handle Stokes. Can Mark Pope coach this roster that we just put together for him?
I think my son could coach this roster that we just put together. We're talking about the Twin Towers, out at the guards, a great shooter, and just another combo guard that can handle the ball, get to the rim, and shoot. It's going to be a hard team to handle.
Kentucky needs to hire Blitz the Bookie.
Yes.
No doubt.
Ultimate fantasy team.
That's great.
We may have just built the best team. No one's ever put the 5 guys we just put on the court right there. I don't know if there's 5 better players that we could have put.
I agree.
No, and I like it. And it's probably going to make me trying to come up with another 5 for next week, because that was pretty impressive, to be honest. And just for the record, we had not talked about that. I had no clue that was coming from Josh. I don't even want to talk about the NFL draft right now. I just want to keep building teams, because that was beautiful.
We really did something there.
That was absolute sports podcast gold. I don't care what you say.
Oh,
I keep telling everybody it's the best podcast that hasn't made it big time yet. It's stuff like that makes me say that. Because that was good. So, I mean, for real, do y'all want to talk about the NFL draft? I mean, it is tomorrow.
Let's get into it.
So it's tomorrow. We are recording on a Wednesday, and I guess, what do they do? Just round 1.
Yeah, just round 1's tomorrow.
And I haven't heard anything to make me think that Mendoza's not going number 1. Have y'all heard anything?
Nothing. He's going number 1. They're taking him.
He's not going to be at the draft, but he will go number 1. They're too scared. I think this has been the same throughout the history of the NFL draft. And I get it. I do get it. They're always scared not to take the quarterback, the guy that, could be the changer of the program. So usually when you got the number 1 pick, you're a bad team. And so, unless you're the Bears there, but it's, they always take the quarterback when it's on the line, and he's good enough. So it's not the pick I would take, but guess what? They're a lot smarter than I am. So,
I think I mentioned this in the last couple of weeks that I've kind of come back around. I know I talked to Josh about this, but I have come back around on Colin Cowherd. I think he's really smart and gives a lot of really good info. And I'll tell you, I heard something just, I think 2 days ago on his show, where he compared Mendoza to Andrew Luck. And I wish I had the clip to play it as Blitz the Bookie gets a little bit better technically. Maybe we'll be able to cut some of these in while we're sitting here talking and listen to it. I could play it, but I don't have it ready. Anthony, I'm sure you didn't hear it, but it was pretty good comparisons. Just the way they're both just very respectable guys. Like Anthony would kind of call Mendoza a homer or a dork. Or
Weirdo's better word. Weirdo.
But I'll tell you, Andrew Luck was kind of like that, if you think about it.
And I'm not saying he wasn't like a little bit straight edge square, But Fernando's something else, dude. He's something else.
And I'm not saying this like it's my own because I think Colin said this, but who is a better quarterback in the history of the NFL that is more dorky than Andrew Luck, or more? I shouldn't even say dorky. I should say like,
Yeah, I get it. Socially awkward.
yeah.
That's a good take there. But I think if I'm going to say something right here, and I think Anthony will agree with me on this. I think he's kind of a phony.
Big time. Like if he's not, listen, honestly, if he's not, dude, I will straight apologize and feel bad about it because I like those kind of like I like somebody that's a good dude. Like it's not that I don't like a good dude. I loved Andrew Luck. I was a big fan of him. You don't got to be, as Will Stein would say, you don't got to be a jock to be a good football player. But
Oh, you listen to KSR.
I listen to
I
listen to YouTube. I listen to YouTube.
I listen to it
no,
too.
no,
for
no,
Will
no.
Stein.
I listened to YouTube, which was on KSR. I Googled spring practice stuff today, and that came up. And he was talking to Matt Jones. I don't get on KSR's
I listened to
punchline.
it just for that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, but anyhow, I will apologize, but you pointed out to me they caught him fake crying, and absolutely they did. And it's just like, not unless there's something the matter with him, he's fake. Now, if somebody,
Well, we can go find out. Where'd he play at Cal?
Yeah.
Well, let's just go look like maybe his freshman year or maybe his senior year in high school.
But maybe even there he's being fake. Maybe like you can be fake for a while.
Forever.
He's been building this brand
I
for
think
5
people
years.
do it. That's not real, dude. That's like if that's real, he will have so much trouble leading the locker room. I'm gonna flat tell you.
That's how he's always acted, though. It's hard to say he's faking. It's a fake. If that's how he's always been.
You can go into a Signetti locker room, a Signetti coach locker room, and maybe pull that off. You're not going into an NFL locker room and talking like that and expecting those guys to follow you.
Yeah, but I know what he does when he makes a mistake. He brushes it off and comes back and dude, Mendoza's good. I do agree with some of the stuff that we talked about in season, Anthony, with some of the predetermined throws and the system that he was in.
Everything is predetermined. Back shoulder throw, back shoulder. If not, he takes off running. I never see him work through progression, throw it to the middle of the field. It's really odd, really.
He will have to in the NFL. And I'll say this, he's got a fairly strong arm and he's super accurate. So for that,
the long ball, he struggles with the long ball. But everything's predetermined. I just don't see it. Now he's got the measurements. I think he's got the measurements. I think
he's
that's what they
6'5",
like about him.
235.
Yeah, he's got the measurements. I think they like it, and they see him as a smart guy. But he struggles with the deep ball. I seen that, and then I heard other analysts talk about that as well. But it's but he never really had
his accuracy. I wouldn't say he's got a weak arm.
I don't think he has a very good deep ball. Like that's one of his knocks.
Yeah. Well, did they stress the field like that a ton?
No, because if it wasn't the back shoulder throw, he took off and ran. Like it was all like boom, 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 quick decisions, go. And sometimes you got to be able to go through your progressions and keep your eyes downfield and work. Soon as something went wrong, that was one of his big knocks as you read his strengths and weaknesses at the NFL thing, is that anytime things get whatever, he just takes off and runs. And sometimes you got to keep working through the progressions. And that's what Caleb Williams is so good at, is that when everything is going crazy, he still keeps his eyes downfield. And that's how he makes a lot of those big plays. It's hard to do when guys are after you. I get it, but that's what makes the special one special.
Well, they got a new head coach.
Yep.
Kubiak, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's getting the number 1 pick. I'd imagine he's going to build his offense around his number 1 pick. So, first handful of years, you know what you're going to see? Stuff that is tailored to him. I mean, we saw it with Tua. You get rid of the ball early, you scheme for him, and a lot of predetermined throws. And guess what? A guy like that can excel and be really good. only for a certain amount of time, though. We saw that with Tua. But I do think Kubiak is going to do everything he can to build that, to put him in successful situations.
Right.
If you understand.
And I can
You get
see what
I'm
you're saying, but I feel like Miami did have a lot more weapons at the time. You know, the Raiders had to go
there's
around
no
with
doubt about
Tyreek Hill
There's
and
no
them
doubt
guys.
about that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see how the Mendoza thing plays out. But the fake thing, look, on the surface, I see how people would call him fake, but unless we're gonna go look at high school interviews or maybe what he talked like at Cal, because I don't know. But if he's talked and acted like that since he was in high school, I mean, I guess you can build an act for so long and turn into that, and maybe that's the case. But it's hard to claim somebody's faking if that's just how.
No, I'm guessing. That's what it's all about,
Yeah, we're
right?
guessing. I knew that would get Anthony going. Here we are 12 minutes later.
No, hey, I get it. I mean, that's the
But
talk.
I mean, I agree. Me and Anthony's had conversations before the shows and all that many a times about, man, he seems too good
Charlie
to be
believes
true.
that too. Charlie believes that too a little bit, don't you, Charlie?
Anthony, you know me long enough to know that I can argue both sides of
That's right. Me too.
you know,
You think he's fake, Charlie, right now? Yes or no? No explanation. Yes or no?
I think maybe some of it is. I don't
Okay.
think all of it is, because I
Okay.
think if all of it was, he would be exposed by whoever, whether it's a classmate in high school or somebody that knows him well, like somebody.
Oh,
Like,
I'm with you. I think he might have been doing it a long time, but I think a person can do stuff almost forever and still be fake.
see, hey, remind me at the end of the show to make sure I do go and edit that out.
Okay.
Make sure I go edit that out, because I'm not doing no editing.
Shots fired. Hey, guys, a couple other draft picks that jump off the page to me, some mock drafts that are out there. Just a few. I could go through them all, but we just don't have that kind of show. But a few that jump out to me. I like the Jeremiah Love pick at number 3 to Arizona.
I'm seeing
I think Jeremiah Love is the best player in the draft. I think
agree.
he's the best.
I agree
think
with
he's the best
that.
player in the draft. I think guy's a stud. I think he's a stud.
He's the safest pick. He's the safest pick.
It is. It is. They
When's
might have been the best
time
hit.
When's the last time we said a running back was the safest pick in the NFL draft? In the 90s?
Yep. I think running backs are starting to come back in style.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't
I like
agree.
that.
I don't agree with the safest pick, but I do maybe agree with he could be the best player, and maybe 10 years down the road he is the best player out of this draft. I like the kid. I'm seeing him in Tennessee. Tennessee's making some good moves. They're getting younger, and they're putting some pieces around. They picked up what receiver did they get?
Did they get back Brown? Or they're trying to?
No, the
Robinson.
Oh yeah, they did. They got Wandell.
Yeah, they're going to trade Cam Ward. They're going to bring back Levis to Wayndale combo, baby. Kroger Field. Yes.
Hey, so last week, Josh, we talked about the Diana Rossini story. Did you hear about that?
Hold on, who is that?
She's like the
Oh, yes. With
she's like the NFL. She's been with the NFL.
Yeah, the Vrabel thing.
She was ESPN, then she went
yeah.
to what's the other one called? I forgot what it's called. But yeah, the pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
But there was talks that she was trying to stir shit up because she's been in the past few months, I guess, stirring stuff up with AJ Brown being traded from the Eagles.
Yeah.
And now it's all about she was trying to get him traded to the Patriots. And me and Anthony talked about that last week. And I heard today that's probably about to happen here in the next couple of weeks.
The Brown just got traded.
He's going to the Patriots. Did I miss something?
No, I think Brown got traded. I think he.
To who? The Patriots?
He just got traded somewhere. I think.
When? Like today?
I thought I heard that.
All right, breaking.
You looking
news.
it up, Josh?
Yep.
Breaking news.
While Josh is looking that up, we talked about the safest pick, and it's a pick I like. At number 10, this mock draft I'm looking at, they had the Giants taking Big Francis, that offensive tackle from Miami. I think that's a very safe pick. I think that guy's
he hasn't been traded yet.
Not yet.
A first day
they
starter.
Said it could be in the wire.
Watching some of that fake news stuff. I'm watching some of that fake news.
Anthony,
stuff.
who are you talking about on the 10th pick?
Francis, the big offensive tackle from Miami that I like so well. I think that guy's a first game starter for the Giants, a plug-and-play guy there.
Speaking of the 10th pick, the Giants got that 10th pick from the Bengals for Dexter Lawrence, which has been getting a lot of conversations. And I heard a very interesting stat, probably from Colin Cowherd. Shout out to Colin Cowherd. Cowherd, hook up Blitz the Bookie, dude. You're like the only people I even listen to anymore. But I think that, no, actually, I know. This is the first time a non-quarterback has been traded in NFL history for a top 10 pick.
Wow.
No, second time. I'm sorry. Second time. You know the other player? Does anybody know the other player? Non-quarterback that was traded straight up for a top 10 pick.
Ricky Williams, something to do with that Ricky Williams trade back in the day?
No, you probably won't get it. But I mean, you could, but
who is it?
Randy Moss.
Okay.
The only non-quarterback to get traded for a top 10 pick. They were basically saying he was more like for like a 25th or a late first round pick if it was going to be straight up. A lot of people are saying that should have came with a second pick. And that was historically one of the bigger trades in NFL history, the way it went down straight up, no other compensation. So we'll have to see.
I don't hate it for the Bengals.
Me neither. I mean, they need defense.
I'm going to say why. Dexter Lawrence is a stud.
But he's like 30. He's like 31.
Yeah, I agree. But he's still in his prime. Okay, he's still in his prime, but he's getting towards the end of his prime. He's still got, if you're going by the normal person, player for player, the Bengals got the better end of it. I think where the questions come in is that at that number 10 pick, you're going to get a rookie contract. With Dexter, Lawrence, you're going to pick up a big contract. So that's, it's not just having the best players, it's having the best players with the best contract. So that's where I don't know the Bengals financials though, but I like the idea of getting one. They lost, what's his name? I can't never forget that guy's name.
The white boy.
Yeah. Went to the Ravens there when Bowers didn't work out. But anyhow, picking up him, and they got the other young defensive end.
Hey, they couldn't even get a number 10 pick for him. He's better than Dexter Lawrence. Now look, I'm not taking nothing away.
Maybe Dexter Lawrence really good too. They're both really good.
I'm not taking anything away. I know how good Dexter Lawrence is, but you don't think Hendrickson's better than him?
I think Dexter Lawrence is better against the run. He's a better pass rusher, but I think the Bengals like a couple other. They drafted the boy from South Carolina, which had that crazy year last year, and then they got the other guy, Russell or Myron. I forget his name, but anyhow, I feel like they just feel like they needed more of an interior guy there than a true edge rusher. I don't hate it for the Bengals. Everybody always makes fun of everything the Bengals does. But at the end of the day, they got to show Joe Burrow that they're all, that they're willing to make moves like that because Joe's on the edge of, wanting to leave.
Hey, who's the coach of the Giants?
The Harbaugh.
Isn't he used to like smacking up on the Bengals?
Yeah.
He just continued that. He got out of the division, and he's still smacking up on the Bengals.
Bengals got them a handful of times, too.
He's still smacking up on the Bengals. I think that was a better.
He loves the Ravens.
No disrespect to Dexter. No disrespect.
Do that damn Raven call, Josh.
It's the Seahawks. It's a bird's a bird. It's a bird.
Dexter Lawrence is good, but I think the Giants got the better end of that. And you're saying it. I got a mock draft here too. You're saying that they're looking at a defensive tackle?
No, offensive tackle. Big Francis, the big boy from Miami.
Okay. I was going to say that would be weird for them to draft a defensive tackle there.
The only thing you're getting with Dexter, you're getting a bigger contract, but you're getting in the draft, it's a guess. Mm-hmm. What kind of player you're getting in Dexter Lawrence.
I can see both sides, and I bet
me too. I think that's fair. I
bet you Joe Burrow's probably happy.
Yeah,
he don't want to see a bunch of rookies come in.
Joe Burrow
he might have liked that. He might have liked the offensive tackle.
Right.
I mean, they had the worst defense basically in the NFL for the last like 2 years. So
I mean, he started scoring 40 and losing 51-44. You can only do that so much.
So he's probably happy about that. So yeah, I can see both sides. We'll see how it plays out. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. You still got that mock draft up?
Yeah, Ruben Bain, number 13. This one is to the Rams, which I think is crazy because I think their defensive line with Fisk and what's the other the guy I love so much out there on the edge.
Verse.
Yeah, Burrs. Take Ruben Bain too. Damn, son, they're trying to have the best, and Kobe as well. They're trying to have the best defensive line in the history of football,
dude.
Yeah, in my mock draft, I got them taking the wide receiver from USC, Mekhi Lemon.
I think they're probably more likely to do that. I don't know why they would take Ruben Bain. I mean, I like Ruben Bain, but man, they're loaded. Defensive line, they're strong.
I'm seeing the Chiefs taking him at number 9. I'm on ESPN. Where y'all on?
Everybody's got their different ones.
I know.
There's a million of them.
I figured y'all would be on ESPN, so I went with a different one. I'm on CBS.
Where you
I'm
on?
on Ari's mock draft, man. NFL Spotlight. So yeah, there's all kinds of them.
No, I mean I like getting different reads.
Right.
Here's who I will say is the best player in the draft. I know we talked about Jeremiah Love, and I think it could be a chance that he is, but Caleb Downs.
Me too. Agree.
And
I disagree. Y'all, I know y'all like him.
I like him.
I'm gonna say he's a better college player than he is a pro player. I could be wrong.
Oh, I think he's gonna be an absolute stud. The next great safety, I think,
in the NFL.
Caleb Downs.
Where's your guy? Where's your guy? Got him going?
The Giants at number
Chiefs
10.
On here.
At number 10.
I got him going to the Cowboys at 12.
All right, so 9, 10, 12. So let's see. That's interesting. So you're seeing a safety to the Cowboys. I'm seeing a cornerback. So it looks like they're probably looking defensive back somehow. I got him going 10th. Caleb Downs going 10th to the Giants. Who'd y'all say y'all got the Giants taking? You said an offensive tackle.
Vic Francis, and then Cowboys, they got to take in that safety from Oregon, Dylan Thieneman. He was actually, I think, a transfer. Yeah,
odds are the Cowboys are going with a safety or a cornerback.
Looking like it. My number 10 pick, I got the Giants taking a linebacker, Sonny Styles from Ohio State.
I like him. The best guy in the draft might be Arvell Reese. This one right here, he's got him going number 2, from Ohio State. Kind of linebacker edge type guy, but Arvell's good, man. He's a big time athlete. He might be the best player in the draft.
The thing, I follow. We talked about this guy already, but I want to bring him up again because I like him. Just Jeremiah Love. I always talk about there's certain teams that I don't like to watch, and I even dog Notre Dame while Jeremiah Love was there. Y'all know my feelings on that team, but I really wanted to see him go to a different team. I just don't watch the Cardinals. I was,
well, maybe you need to start watching the Cardinals.
The
Cardinals got a call, like a Raven call. Like they got a call for them.
I'll start watching them when they get a new quarterback. Didn't Kyler Murray? Did he go somewhere? Where'd he go?
Yeah, he's gone. I don't know where he's at, but he's gone.
No,
he's at
the Vikings.
Vikings. Yeah.
Vikings. Yeah. So you said Arvell Reese. You think he's better than the Bailey kid from Texas Tech?
I think
They're both good. I like Arvell. Yeah, I would take Arvell over him. What y'all's draft got number 2?
Mine's got Bailey going 2 and Reese going 3.
Yeah, so they're right there. Both of them right there. Yeah.
See, I got Reese going to the Titans at 4 and Bailey 2. And then Jeremiah
Bailey's
Love
4 on mine to the Titans. So they're all right there. Them 3 guys are right there.
Hey,
yeah,
I'm gonna make an early prediction right now. I don't even know why, but I just got a feeling. And I'm not even a huge fan of Cam Ward. I don't dislike him. I think he could be really good. I think Tennessee's going to be good this year. I think they're going to have a good young roster, and I think they're building around Cam Ward. They've got an early pick here at number 4. I'm seeing Jeremiah Love. What did y'all say? For
David Bailey? Got the Reese guy from Ohio State.
Bailey or Reese. Titans, watch out. I mean, look, I don't think they're a contender.
The Browns.
Maybe a sneaky wild card team. Watch out for the Titans.
I like it. I tell you, the wild card of the draft, this guy got him going number 5 to the Giants, and that is Jordan Tyson. He's that wide receiver. He didn't play a lot last year. Just played a handful of games there.
That's
but they say he has all the ability in the world. Must have done really well in the workouts.
That's who mine's got too.
Yeah.
Before we move on, what do you think about your my team doesn't have a first round pick. The Colts are idiots. But what do you think about your pick, or who do you want the Dolphins to take in the first round, Charlie?
We are in such rebuild mode right now that I don't care because
best available.
We need every single position except running back because the only good player we got on our team is a chain.
Yeah,
we did keep him, which I feel bad for him, but I'm glad we did because he's great. But
he's a good young player, and y'all got Chop Robinson. He's a good young player. Chop Robinson, the defensive end. He's a good.
I like him.
He's a good young player.
We need a lot. We need a lot, dude. A lot.
Y'all got 2 picks in the first round.
The one I'm seeing is the offensive tackle. What are y'all seeing?
At cornerback at number 11, the Delaney kid from LSU. He's good.
Yeah, I like that dude a lot.
I would take that.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Right now, an offensive tackle, we ain't got no franchise. If they think Willis is a franchise quarterback, they're crazy. He ain't no franchise quarterback. Let's not waste our 11th pick on an offensive tackle.
He's going to get him. Willis is there to give him a number 1 pick. I think Willis might be halfway, like can manage games and win them, dude. Willis seems like a winner, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I mean, I hate to do. Jacoby Brissett, he's
Brissett's won a lot of games though.
I know, but I know
Brissett might be better.
But is he a franchise? I think that Miami, I think the coaches and the staff, they think that this guy could be the franchise guy.
Where you go?
I laugh at that. I don't see it. Do I see a possible journeyman backup fringe starter? Yeah, but I don't think he's anything special. What do y'all see
with the number 30 pick? They got taking that tackle from Clemson, Blake Miller. He's a nice player. They got 2 first rounders.
Dude, we've got I want to say 6 or 7 in the first 2 or 3 rounds. We've got.
Dude,
I think we got the most picks out of any team.
This was the right move by them. I truly believe that this was the right move for them to kind of, go young and what they had just wasn't working.
Sometimes you got to start over.
No doubt.
The bad part about the Dolphins is we start over every 3 fucking years. We've been starting over since '97, whenever Dan Marino retired.
Danny Marino, son, left them hanging.
I hope I'm not way off on that. Maybe it's more like 98 or 99. How long did he play? 98, 99? It wasn't much longer. I don't even think it was that late. I think it was more.
It was closer to 97.
I remember after the Dolphins were good a couple years back. They beat the Broncos by $1 million. After that, they ain't been worth a damn.
We were good in September and October and the first 2 weeks of November. Then it got cold and we fucking shit the bed.
Y'all need to rename y'all's team Sharks or something. The Miami Sharks or, it's
Dolphins are too soft.
So anybody else that sticks out? What about your boy Ty Simpson? Where y'all seeing? I'm seeing a late first round Arizona with number 28, and this is showing a projected trade with Houston. I guess who are y'all seeing at 28? Houston or Arizona?
28 Houston, but
28 Houston.
I'll say this: quarterback position's funny. It's almost like if you don't get with those few teams that need a quarterback, you can drop. We've seen that with quarterbacks before. So, the only people who really need quarterbacks a lot of times are your top teams. So it's whoever gets him. I like Ty, and I wish him nothing but the best. I don't know if he'll make it in the NFL or not. I think he will. I think he will because I like him. I like his moxie. But to make it in the NFL as quarterback, it's tough, dude. It's tough, and you just got to have the stuff. And I like to bet on him, but I can't say I can guarantee it. But I do like the kid.
Well, I'm making another prediction. He's going to be the best quarterback out of this draft, and mine shows Arizona trading for that 28th pick and drafting Ty Simpson. Josh, I'll start watching the Cardinals if Ty Simpson goes there. I like the kid, and I think he's going to be really good.
My thing is with Ty Simpson, and I watched him all year. And if you go back and watch the old shows, me and Anthony, and I don't know if you, Charlie, but I was on him all year. Really liked his game. I thought he was bigger than he is, and I didn't notice that until later in the season. I thought he was 6'4". He's only 6'1", and that's probably with his cleats on.
And I like a big quarterback. I always have. But I tell you, I do think the quarterback position has changed in the NFL. Like, I just don't feel like you got to be tall no more because these guys get out of the pocket so
They
much,
do. Yeah.
and that's just the name of the game now. And Ty can move pretty good.
He does.
And for a white boy anyways, he can move pretty good. I mean, he ain't no burner, but
Yeah.
he'd get you out of some trouble and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this, the kid's got to be confident because he could have made a bunch of money in college next year.
Yeah.
I love what he said. It's probably not true, but I love what he said. He said that he couldn't do that to Alabama. He spent a career building a name for himself there. He can never come back.
You want to talk about fake? Get the fuck out of here.
Maybe.
Where's he from?
I don't know, but he had made a good name for himself there. And maybe it was a close situation. And if that was a close situation where he was just having trouble coming up with an answer, maybe that was the thing that put him over the top.
Speaking of Alabama, did y'all see DeBoer signed a contract today?
Did he?
7 years. Kalen DeBoer, 7 years, $87 million.
Dude, I'm telling y'all, I've been reading stuff that DeBoer is growing on those people, dude. I read their little message board all the time, and it has changed over the last towards the middle. I think DeBoer start growing on their ass, dude. I swear to you, I do.
He is 20-8 in 2 seasons, and he just got $12.5 million a year. That's wild,
dude. The administration might be sold on him, but I'm telling you, the fan base is not sold on him.
I'm on message boards. I think that's a pretty good, I'm not saying everybody is, but I'm telling you, it changed.
Well, I talked to somebody that lives there, and they said that what they're seeing is basically 60-40. 60 want him gone, 40 want him back. So
they said, Michigan and Penn State were wanting him. So I think it was just kind of like, hey, we ain't got nobody else right now. It lined up. Let's
He's
pay
a
his
good
ass.
coach, dude. They had a lot of injuries last year. They had a bad offensive line coach, which I'll play off on the right side of Kentucky there because we got one of their transfers. He fired their offensive line coach. He was just a good recruiter. He was not a good offensive line coach and had some injuries. But they got they're going to be good this year. I really think Alabama's going to be good this year.
I love this quote right here. It's just like, I don't even know you call this coach speak or whatever, but he signs his $87 million contract. And here's DeBoer's quote. We're excited about the opportunity to continue our time in Tuscaloosa with this contract extension. Of course you are excited. You just got $90 million.
Baby, roll tide.
I bet you are. You were feeling the heat after winning a playoff game. Half your fan base is calling for your head. Now you just got a freaking big fat extension.
He literally got a Powerball ticket. I think the Powerball on the billboard is $90 million, and he got that today. He's like, I'm really excited to be here.
I bet you are. You know what happens though when somebody comes after your coach, if he fails at Alabama, say 2 years from now, people say, "Why they give him a contract?" Well, they gave it to him because there was people coming after him, like the market was calling for it, like it or not.
Why? He didn't turn Michigan down, did he?
No, they just said he was kind of linked to some openings in Michigan and Penn State. So
who Penn State hired?
The Utah guy, Cunningham or Whittingham?
No, that's Michigan.
Michigan, yeah. Are you talking about Michigan State?
Who'd Penn State get?
The dude from Iowa State. No, yeah, Iowa State's coach, Carroll.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Iowa State. Oh, okay. I like that. I'm
pretty sure.
I like him there. I don't know why. Why did I miss that?
Hillman and Whittingham were kind of lifers at their universities, but I think the NIL changed that. I think they realized that, they were kind of over there and they did what they needed to do to win. And, for a while, some easier situations, but then NIL come up and of course you got Texas Tech and the Big 12 over there. And I just think both of them knew that they weren't going to be able to compete with Texas Tech and BYU's money. And so they finally bit the bullet and went over to the big universities with the deep pockets.
All right. So, next week, well, next week's probably going to be more of a derby show. So it might be 2 weeks until we kind of touch on what happened in the NFL draft, but we'll definitely get back to it. But it probably won't be next week. So let's jump on real quick, guys. Transfer portal. Look, y'all know how I feel. I don't got a whole lot to say about it. It's just more craziness. It's more, and honestly, the funniest part to me is everybody trying to make predictions. It's crazy. And actually, I was trying to make a video earlier when Anthony called me to start running our test. I didn't even get it out, but I was going to put out my first prediction of this whatever this time has been, you want to call it.
Cut the line for fire.
Season's been over, but I don't know if y'all heard, but there was word that I guess Stokes was today was the day, or possibly tomorrow. Did y'all hear that?
No,
And
nobody knows.
I don't care. I don't believe it.
It was Matt Jones. He's the one that said, I think it could come today or tomorrow. My prediction was going to be, he ain't committing anywhere today or tomorrow. That was my prediction. This dude's going to drag it on. And I said, I was either going to be I was going to be right, and I'll be 1 for 1 on my predictions, or I'll be wrong. And maybe Kentucky fans would be happy because maybe he does. Dude, I think we still got a slight shot at him. I don't know.
We got a shot. I love to be a fly on the wall when his handlers call and say, well, calls Kansas. Well, Kentucky offered 200,000 more, calls Kansas or calls Kentucky. Well, that offer you made, it was good. Kansas up to another 100,000. I mean, how much back and forth is going on?
I think in my honest opinion, and I don't know anything. All right. My honest
me
opinion.
neither.
All right. And and I'm gonna say that this is not I guess this is a prediction. I'm gonna give my prediction. I don't think he goes to Kansas. And what was funny is I was on the phone with Denny last weekend. And this is before this kind of came out. And Denny was like, are we going to get Stokes? It's like, dude, I don't know anything, but I bet he ends up at Oregon. That's what I told Dennis Carnes. I said, I bet he ends up at freaking Oregon. And he goes, no way. And then 4 days later, he adds Oregon to his list.
I think
But
Oregon's
I just don't think he goes to
on the
Kansas.
list.
He may not come to Kentucky either, but I 100% believe he does not like Adidas.
All right. Well, I'm making a prediction just here on for our show. I'm not releasing this on the internet except for people that listen to this show. And I have no inside information either. I will not pretend that I do on this. That I'm gonna say we get him, dude. I'm gonna say we land him, because I think, and again, this is all speculation, just my opinion. I think Nike is really pushing for helping Kentucky out in what I don't know how, whatever package they're putting together on top of what Kentucky is offering. I really do think that Nike is pushing for him to go to Kentucky. And I think that might be what's holding him up. Here's my question for you guys. Me and Anthony talked about this last week. So for you, Josh, how long can these not negotiations, but how long can they keep bumping are they still bumping the numbers up, or are the offers what they are?
No, I think it's a bidding war. I told you
every day. Tomorrow it's going to go up.
I read that way back when that his people were shopping. Was going to shopping. That was the plan.
I know, but when does the shopping end?
Well, when the freaking bidding ends.
You really think right now, Kansas is throwing a bid, Kentucky's throwing a new bid every day?
I think it's a shame if you get into that. And to me, I wouldn't want that. I don't really want the kid. Y'all might think I'm crazy. I kind of like what Mark Pope's doing right now. I know a lot of other people don't, but and if they don't get him, that money can go somewhere else. I just don't see that as good value. That guy has trouble written all over him. To me, he does. Now, he might play and be awesome and give his team 100% and play all the games. But, man, from my past experience watching, superstars like that and their handlers, pretty much shopping them out, that screams trouble. That screams trouble to me. And I just don't know why everybody, Cal was always really good at that. Like Cal or not, he was always good. And I've heard other people say that about him, about when there was a big recruit and he was trouble, Cal, it was almost like he had that sixth sense and he'd get away from it. Like a lot of the big people that were just bad people. And I think that I'd read somewhere that Cal just wouldn't deal with a lot of people that had like handlers like that and stuff.
I think that's speculation too, man.
It could be. No, it
I
could
think
be.
that's
But
I think the kid might be getting a bad rap with how much people are talking about that. And maybe
I'd
that
read
is the case. But
I'd read that months and months ago before it ever came down to us in Kansas, and read like a whole big thing on it, and then it ended up kind of be like feeling like it was true. But I'm like you, I don't know nothing either.
but
Charlie.
I've heard. Go
well,
ahead,
to get
Josh.
back, to the question, I honestly think the bids are in. I think it's over. I mean, they could be going back and forth, but I think the bids are in. Here's our money. Here's Oregon's money. Here's Kansas's money. The chips are all in, and here we are. And then I think maybe when we get closer, you could get some more bidding. But right now, I think all teams are in, and the bids are in. Like on the roulette table. The ball's spinning. It's just got to land where it's going to land.
See,
the bids are never always in college basketball.
I tend to kind of lean towards Josh because I feel like the bidding has to end at some point. Like, or is this a true auction? We're bidding until the bell rings, like we bidding all the way. Because look, did y'all heard Will Stein? Or I know you did, Anthony. Josh, did you hear him?
A little bit.
He was asked a question. Do you put a price point value on recruits? And do you say, this is the number and we can't go over this number? And Will Stein basically said, yes, there has to be a ceiling. And not only that, but you have to, if the number goes over it, you got to walk away. Now, look, there might be the argument of this is too big of a recruit to do that, but there's got to be a top dollar or a final offer, right?
And he also said the quarterback market was different than any other market. So in basketball, the number one player market.
I get that.
It is different.
But you just keep bidding forever, all the way till fucking whenever?
Well, I found it interesting too, Charlie. I was listening to that, and there was some of the stuff I kind of, thought that, that was kind of the way that it is. He did talk about the difference too between the portal NIL and the high school players paying them. He says the portal's crazy. It happens so quick. You better be aggressive and get the guy because it happens super quick. He said with the high school player, that's a deal where like they might be using you to try to get a bid over here, and it's more over the long game. And he says you might be able to fill them out. He says you can learn a lot about a player during the bidding process, what kind of person they are. But Stokes worries me, and I hope I'm totally wrong about him. And I'm man enough to say if I am, because it's just a guess.
So before we jump on from the transfer portal, I think there's only really one player that I've talked about in the transfer portal, and that was the Wake Forest kid, Juke Harris. I don't know if he ever signed anywhere, but Kentucky never got involved, which I don't understand that. But again, there's so many players out there. That's why I don't try to get into the speculation, because I see a player, but Mark Pope and the staff, they're not even looking at him. So it is what it is. But there's a second player now that I am going to mention, and I think he's the one. If Stokes isn't the one, and maybe even if we do get Stokes, this is the one we need to get. And you seen the Baylor kid, the what's his name? Yosefu? How you say it? Yosefu? That's the one, dude. I think he's probably did they put a ranking out on him since he came out? Is he number?
I think he's leaning towards the draft though.
He's a dude. That kid is a super athlete. He'd be a big get for anybody. If I was Kentucky. Look, the good thing about the Stokes thing is we're holding, I guess it's good and bad. We got a shit ton of money sitting over here waiting on Stokes that could go somewhere else.
That's how I'm looking at it. That's how I kind of look at the whole portal and NIL deal. Like, do you want to spend that money here? I look at it as a total business. I always have this NIL deal. Like,
this guy from Baylor might be worth going ahead and saying, look, let's throw the bag at this dude.
You're right.
That might, whenever Stokes makes his decision, that might let some dominoes fall for not only us, but Kansas. Some moves happen. And so when they take him, there might be some guys out there waiting. I do know that one of the top portal guys, the guy from Wisconsin. I think he committed to Duke today, so the
Yeah,
rich got richer there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
That was a good pickup for them, dude. He had to go to Duke, man.
And plus, they got that other guy back. Not both boozers, but
Caleb Foster's coming back too.
Yeah.
Caleb Foster.
everybody but the main boozer, I think, is coming back.
Where'd Foster think he was going?
I don't know. Someone said I don't know where they said he was going, but they got him back
to
today.
D-League? All right.
Foster's good, dude.
Y'all got anything else on the transfer portal?
That's it,
Hopefully,
guys. If I sit here and talk about it, I'll be playing pretend.
And it is closed now. It's closed, so they can't and nobody else can enter. So who's in? That's the field they have to pick from. So we'll see how it plays out. How long? I can't remember last year. Like, when are these teams? When is this over? Is it the end of May? There's a dead period from May 1st to May 9th. Is everything done before then? Does this drag on?
I think they can drag it on.
I don't think it's ever over.
Well, I know they can't.
They'll sue you.
Will
They'll
they?
sue you. They'll sue you. If they can't do it, they'll sue you.
All right. NBA, NHL playoffs. I have not been watching NHL. You know, I love hockey, but my Capitals are out. I will start watching some more. But the NBA playoffs are going on. Y'all watched any of them?
A little bit.
I watched a little bit. Wemby smashed his face on the ground. What was that, last night?
That was last night.
And it did
knock him out cold. He didn't come back.
So he did get knocked out, right? Have they said anything about him today?
No, I haven't seen nothing, but they said it was a concussion.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
I mean, he smacked it hard. It was all face. It bounced like 2.5 times.
And he might have to sit out another game.
Right.
That could hurt them. Yeah, I haven't watched much other than a little bit of the Spurs. I've been keeping up with the scores. I actually got the Suns and the OKC game on right now.
That's what I'm watching.
But there was only one upset, I think, in the first round. And that was the Magic won on the road at the Pistons. But the Pistons came back today and tied that up.
They smacked them.
The Lakers are up 2-0 on the Rockets. I heard a stat that LeBron is 29-2 in playoff series when he wins game 1. So that's a hell of a stat.
When you don't have no pressure on him, he's golden.
Yeah, round 1.
But hey, y'all talk y'all's NBA. You told me to get a hockey team.
Oh, who you got?
Flyers.
The Flyers?
The Flyers, they're up 3-0. I like their colors. Let's
Taking,
go, baby.
You're taking the Flyers in our Blitz.
Yeah, they're up 3-0. I feel like
hockey
being up 3-0 is pretty good.
Yeah, we're all going to have to pick us an NHL team to follow through the playoffs. So you're taking the Flyers. I don't like the Flyers.
I like their jersey, and they're up 3-0. I feel like 3-0 is pretty good.
I don't like Philly teams, and particularly this year because the Flyers won, and I think the second to last night of the regular season knocked the Capitals out. So
the Capitals are weak.
I will not be cheering for the Flyers. Josh, who you taking?
Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, the 1 seed. Look, Josh is.
I didn't know the seeds. I just like their
Josh in the house.
Josh is
He's
jumping
back.
on the best team in
He's
the
back.
NHL. Imagine that.
I get you like Renegade next week too.
It's funny.
Well, I mean,
let me guess. You like OKC to win the NBA Finals there?
Let's go, babe. Thunder up, baby. Thunder up.
I say that, but now that I'm looking at the bracket in the NHL, there's 4 1 seeds.
See?
There's 4 of them, but you did take one of the 4. Well, I'm not taking a 1 seed because I'm not doing that. Hurricanes, Senators, Penguins down 3-0 to Anthony's Flyers. I ain't taking them. Well, I'll tell you who I am going to take. And I'll take them on the down 2-0 to Josh's Avalanche. Give me the 4 seed Kings.
Is Crosby still there?
I'll probably be out. Who?
Crosby?
Crosby plays.
Oh, he's the Penguins.
He plays for the Penguins. And they're down 2-0. I can't take the team down 2-0. Let me find one tied. Let me find one tied. Maybe the Stars are tied. Give me now the Golden Knights. I can't take them. They're a 1 seed. The Ducks. All right, I'm taking the Ducks.
There you go.
They're
Ducks
down.
fly
I thought
together,
you liked
baby.
the Kings.
I do like the Kings.
I got you a jersey here. You can wear it.
They're down 2-0 though.
Okay.
They're down
Who you
2-0
like, the Ducks?
to the 1 seed. I'll be cheering on the Kings against Josh because I want
Are
Josh's.
them the Ducks?
I want Josh's 1 seed to lose. But I'm going to go with the Ducks. They're down 1-0, but they're playing right now, and it's tied up 1-1 in the first. So give me the Ducks. I like the Ducks. Charlie, what was his name? Charlie, I know you know.
Conway. Charlie Conway.
Charlie Conway. I should have known that. I think
do
we talked about
do
it.
y'all know that hockey jerseys got a battle strap in them?
Well, you know they're called sweaters and not jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
They
I
are.
didn't know. Educate me. I'm learning.
A
I'm
diehard
learning.
fan will want to fight you over that.
Well, I got a battle strap on.
Battle strap.
No, it's what they're called. They're in the back of the jerseys, and they're in the back of the jersey on these straps. They're called like battle straps. That's how you know they're real too.
What is it?
I don't know. It's inside of it. It's in the back. It's sewed into the back. It's like a battle strap. I don't know what a battle strap
Battle
is.
strap.
You're the hockey pro.
Does it tighten up or something?
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna look it up. Any of our listeners that are hockey fans, let us know what the battle strap is. I've been watching hockey for a while and I've never heard that.
Never heard the
Well,
term.
I want to know if these jerseys were real, and they say, see if they got a battle strap sewed in the back of them.
Oh.
A battle strap generally refers to one of the 3 distinct heavy-duty items designed for high-intensity, secure, or protective use. They are primarily either anchor
a
straps for heavy battle ropes. No, that's not it.
He's talking about like the rodeo or something.
Bull riding season's coming up, baby.
Who did Anthony take? Who did he take?
The
he took
Philly.
the Flyers.
I like the jerseys.
Flyers. All right, so since we're picking teams, of course I'm all in on the Orioles in baseball. No, before we do that real quick, what about we gonna pick an NBA team? We're gonna pick an NBA team? Who you like in the playoffs, Josh?
Hey, real quick. The battle strap is for you button it to your pants so in fights they can't pull it over.
All right, now
they
that
can't
makes
pull it.
sense.
Okay.
Now that makes sense. That makes sense. And now the name makes sense too.
Yep,
I like
exactly. I like that.
So the NBA. Let's see this playoff bracket. Thunder and Suns. OKC's up 1. They're the 1 seed. You can't take the Thunder. You
Ain't
can't
nobody
no.
beating OKC, dude.
The
Ain't nobody
Lakers
beating
are
them.
up 2-0. Anybody want to take the Lakers, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Spurs? Man, the Spurs tied 1-1 in Wemby. That could be trouble. Trailblazers actually played pretty decent in the fourth quarter of that game 1 that they lost. And then they tied it up. So I don't know. Spurs could be in trouble if he's out. Josh, you going to pick anybody here?
I like the Spurs. That's who I'm rooting for. Who've been rooting for.
Me too.
You know, I hate to be chalky again. I used to
They
like
can't help it.
I liked the Thunder before it was cool to like the Thunder, but I don't like them now. I don't like the way SGA plays. Even though he's a Kentucky boy. But
I'm the Thunder could be here in Louisville. That's what's sad. But the University of Louisville, Rick Pitino, Jurich, and all of them kept them out of Louisville. We could be freaking on top of the world right now, baby.
The Louisville Mafia.
Yep. But no, I like the Spurs. That's who I'm kind of rooting for.
I'm cheering for the Spurs, but just for the Blitz the Bookie NBA challenge. I don't know. The NBA sucks.
It does.
It's OKC in Boston.
You know what? I will say this: the little bit of the playoffs I have watched, it's a totally different game than
it has been.
Right, dude. These boys are strapping up. I'm watching it right now. Like anybody that wants to say they don't play defense, bullshit. Like turn it on. They're playing, but it's a shame that they don't do it until the playoffs. But the Western Conference is good. That the Eastern Conference sucks. Like I want to pick the Knicks, but I don't think the Knicks are good enough. And it's tied 1-1. But
Yeah, they're playing the Hawks.
And
can y'all name a Hawk? Can you name a current Atlanta Hawk?
Trae Young play for him?
No.
Dominique Wilkins?
Nope. 0 for 2. I didn't know that the only guy I recognized, I watched the whole game. It's like, dude, I think I sent a message to the group. I'm like, dude, can anybody here name a Atlanta Hawk? And I mean, you'll know this guy, but CJ McCollum's on the team.
Oh, dude, he went
nice.
off. And actually, I heard something where he's like, he averages like almost 20 points a game in his playoff career. So he's Dude, he's been in the league for like 15 years. He was on that
Yeah.
Lehigh team that beat Duke.
Yeah.
Was that
2011, 2012, probably?
JJ Redick?
No, it was Kyrie Irving. Kyrie was on that team.
Was it not Redick?
No. Redick was early.
Kyrie was 2011.
Yeah, he came in after the year after John Wall, or 2 years after John Wall.
Dude,
Yeah, it's probably the year after John Wall.
we are getting old, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Kyrie Irving's already been in the league for 13, 14 years.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I'll
goodness.
tell you what, I'm sitting here looking at Portland. They got a nice team. They got that Benny,
They're young.
VJ. They got Donovan Klingman.
Hey,
Trevor Holiday,
Edgecomb's a
Scoot
beast.
Henderson.
I think I might have said he was going to be the best player in this. I think maybe before the NBA draft last year, I said he could possibly be the best player in the draft. He's turned out to be pretty good. That Edgecombe kid, he was
VJ
from
Edgecombe.
Baylor.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Sixers are nice. Yeah, Kyrie's 34 years old.
Oh my goodness, that does not sound right.
He looks older.
Well, I'm gonna take the Nuggets. I guess if you're gonna take the Spurs, I'm really cheering for the Spurs. I'll go Eastern Conference. I'm not gonna take the Celtics because that's probably who's coming out. I'll just stick with the Knicks, dude. I'll stick with the Knicks. One of these years they're gonna get to the finals. I don't think it's this year, but I'm gonna go with the Knicks. Anthony, who's your NBA team? Who you going with?
OKC.
Oh my goodness.
Chalky Anthony.
No,
I'll take
Portland.
Portland or Boston and upset. But dude, if you're telling me to pick it, I just think OKC's in a class of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are some bums. I'm over here picking the Knicks, who ain't been to a damn finals in 70 years. And y'all are taking the two favorites.
Y'all picking through against the Thunder. Y'all crazy.
Took the 1 and the 2 seed in the West. And I took the 3 seed in the East. I literally took like the 10th best team in the playoffs. All right, baseball. I'm on the Orioles all day. They're actually right around 500. Pretty surprising when they had a rough start to the season. Josh is a Red Sox fan, which I've never been a Red Sox hater, but of course, Red Sox, Yankees are in the Orioles division and they've been beating up on us for years. But Red Sox suck right now, Josh. What's their record right now?
We are at 9-15.
Oh, man.
And we are currently losing to the Yankees 4-1 as we speak.
Hey-o.
So we
They still
know
do that at Yankee Stadium.
we know our teams. Anthony, we know you hate baseball, but I'm forcing you pick a baseball team. Who
Look,
you take?
I only when I was a kid, I always rooted for the Yankees.
You can't take
bandwagon.
them. I'm banning that shit. You can't.
Shit, I'd take them, but
You
I ain't
can't
gonna
take
take them because it's gonna be like that Russian submarine, baby. It's gonna be a hunt for Red October, baby. The Reds win the World Series.
The Reds are hot. Do they have the best record in baseball right now?
I don't think so.
The hunt for
no,
Red October. Louder, Eddie De La Cruz. Freaking let's go.
Easiest bet in all of sports, probably for the next 3 years. Just bet the Dodgers to win the World Series. They have the craziest roster. Look at their roster. Anthony, you don't even watch baseball. I bet you know every player on their roster.
That's how they got a man that should freaking be kicked out of baseball.
Yeah, right. Get up out of
Son, that was the biggest cover up in baseball history. Get that shit out of here.
How you gonna cover up?
That wasn't a cover up. I'll kiss your booty.
How you gonna fry the best player in baseball and fucking dude? You know how much money he's generated for? Think about it. The Angels had that motherfucker.
What about Pete Rose? What about Pete Rose, man?
They did him wrong. They
did.
They did Pete wrong. So you're taking the Reds. I actually like the Reds. That's my if I say I had a second team, it's the Reds. So
I watch a lot of the
Rose.
Reds. They're always on TV, so I always have them on in the background or whatever.
and
if
they
we go
got
watch a
Ellie
team,
now.
Yep. And we always, we'll go watch them every once in a while just because they're so close. But, I always like Pete Rose and love the hustle factor and just how hard he played the game. But then I watched a documentary of him. They're just saying how, he grew up on the other side of Cincinnati, not the rich side, but where the bowling alley and the white trash lived. And I was like, Dude, Pete's my dude, dog.
Pete's
He's my dude.
dude.
He's my dude.
He's from Dixie Highway, ain't he?
Yep.
He's from the Dixie Highway part of Cincinnati.
He is definitely from somewhere west of 65. All right, so we got our NBA teams, we got our NHL teams, we got our baseball teams. Anthony, before next week, your homework: watch an NHL game, watch one, and
I bought a jersey.
try to suffer through a little bit of an NBA game too. Actually, I will give the NBA credit; it's a whole lot better in the playoffs. But
It's just been the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs that I can remember in my lifetime. It was a really bad regular season. This was the least amount of NBA I've watched maybe in my lifetime. I'm not lying.
yeah,
And I've been a guy who defended the NBA for a long time for people who didn't watch, even the regular season. But this was a really disappointing regular season for me.
I think the NBA needs a new star. Like, of course, we got LeBron. I know there's Wemby, but Wemby just don't seem to be taking off as a star. I know he's great, dude. I'm not questioning his greatness by any means. But it just seems like they don't, LeBron's getting older. They need that next star.
Wemby is the next face of the league.
I mean, I know he is,
is.
but he's just not marketable or something because he don't seem to be taking off.
Crazy.
Huh?
How is he not?
I just don't
I
feel
think
like
he's as marketable as anybody. Like, how is he not?
I don't
he's
know.
a-
I
he's
just
a
don't feel.
freaking
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I just don't feel like that. I don't feel like he has that it factor to him. He plays the game like Tim Duncan, but he's a lot longer.
Yeah,
He's a freak. He's a freak.
Oh, he's a freak. I know he's a freak.
And you
They're
know
gonna
what
break his leg,
you know what they say about him. He goes to the gym, plays, goes home, like reads and goes to sleep, gets up, does it again. Like they say, he lives basketball.
Charlie,
an
you
alien.
can only, hey, you
He's
can
an
only
alien.
do it so many times. Eventually, you break, son.
Eh,
I heard an NBA
well,
star say that.
Well, his face almost broke last night. So let's
I heard it. I was listening to a biography of an NBA player, and he said, "Man, I was doing good for a couple years. I kept saying no. These women would throw themselves at me. I kept saying no, and he said, eventually, dude, I just broke. He said, I can only say no so many times."
No, Wemby's definitely the next face of the league. I worry about the injuries with him just because of his frame. But I think Cooper Flagg is going to be the next face of the like. If it ain't Wemby, it might be both of them. Cooper Flagg might be the best rookie we've seen in a long time. The numbers that he's putting up, but your boy, who you call him, Anthony?
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle. Dude, he's killing it too. Those are the two leaders in Rookie of the Year.
But why, Pete, look, you know where I'm going to go with this. But everybody, nobody is like, if that was John Calipari that had Cooper Flagg and Pinnacle and the African, son, they would be hanging him right now. Like, how great was that team not to win it?
I know.
It proves that you can't win it, even if you got the best team, even if
that team was free. Dude, you think about it, him, and not only were they high draft picks, they're the two best rookies.
Yeah.
And then they had the big African kid that was so good. They had other good players. I mean, Foster, the one you love. I mean, man, they were loaded, man. Loaded.
They were.
Loaded. I ain't gonna lie. I love Pinnacle. I do know how to say his name. It's actually weird.
Let's stick with Pinnacle. I like Pinnacle.
Weird saying it that way, but I liked him last year at Duke. Like, I liked his game, but I never thought he would be this good.
I didn't think it would translate.
He'd be as good, but man, for some reason he stuck out to me. I don't know why. I always talked about him.
Oh,
dude. I feel like
good,
Cooper Flagg,
dude.
and I love Cooper more than Pinnacle, but I always feel like he stuck out to me.
Pinnacle. I think that's my favorite of your name blunders, because you've had a lot of them over our 80 episodes. I might put a little montage of that together too. That would be fucking hilarious.
I've been pretty consistent with Pinnacle. A lot of times I'll call him something and change it a little bit, but at Pinnacle, I've been consistent with that. In my mind, that's what it is.
All right, well,
we better roll this up.
Yeah, we've ran a little bit longer than we were trying to. Not as long as our episodes usually go, but again, it's a Wednesday night, late, so we're not going to touch much on Derby. But next week is Derby. I can't wait. Anthony's already been digging into the horses. I will be getting into it this weekend for sure. We'll be trying to come up with some good content for next week. Next week's going to be a heavy Derby episode. So, matter of fact, it's probably going to be 90% to 95% Derby. We'll probably touch on some stuff at the very end. But if you're a horse racing fan, Derby fan, whatever, make sure you tune in next week. And if you're not, stay tuned in because, we'll have some fun with it somehow.
Guys, remember this. If you're coming to Louisville or if you're from Louisville, you know this. If you're coming in from out of town, remember this. When you come into Louisville, Kentucky, we got it's a great, great place. We got,
Anthony, did Anthony freeze up for you, Josh?
He's frozen. I just see a smirk.
That's all I see too. Let's see if he pops back in here. Oh, Josh, you just went out too.
No, I'm here.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Anthony, where are you at?
I was screenshotting Anthony. That's why I went out.
All right, well, screw it. Hey, me and Josh are ending the show. Anthony's froze. We will be talking Derby next week. Oh, he's gone. He dropped out.
I bet his phone died.
Plug your phone in, bro. Hey, guys, appreciate everybody. As always, check us out. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple.
Yeah, we're
we're
back.
on Apple. If you've been looking for us, we're on there. Hit up the YouTube, TikTok, all the social media platforms. Guys, we appreciate everybody. Josh, you got anything else?
Hey, man, we'll see y'all next week.
And we'll be right back for the second half, the right side of Kentucky sports. Blitz the Bookie. See y'all.
Charlie got the mic, he's dropping facts all day. Anthony's like, nah, I got the better parlay. Argue about the spread, it's a fierce debate. But when it comes to Wildcats, they align their fate. Blitz the Bookies, where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. Late nights, hustle deals on the line. Charlie Scassy's gonna make you shine. Anthony's heart where the numbers combine. Put your cash down, ride the incline. Blitz the Bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. From the tip off to the final play, they grind. Mike's on fire, bets on their minds. Arguing odds till the last rewind. Blue and white, it's a bond you'll find. The Bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. From the tip off to the final play, they grind. Mike's on fire, bets on their minds. Arguing odds till the last rewind. Blue and white, it's a bond you'll find. Bond you'll find. Blitz the Bookies where the knowledge reigns. Charlie and Anthony bring the heat like flames. Talking parlays, breaking down the games. Kentucky Wildcats, they beat the same drums. Yeah.